the classic Roman Reigns black. I mean the double axe. The double shovel setup right here. Oh no, it's not.
Okay. Oh, immediately. I think these two are immediately battling. Oh my goodness. They are wasting no time. They are trading blows immediately.
Yep. It's definitely a very aggressive pace so far. Bam, aggressively landing on these from these hits right here. He's getting hit and he's going straight in for the hit after. It's Enley goes for dodging and he rushes up. Definitely a very quick pace right now. Let's see who can shut it down first. And it looks like Reaper is honestly running away with this lead that he has right here already. D-Light Sair.
Yep, doing a really good job with that sword. Oh, that's really committal, having to go all the way to the other side. And you're playing with death there. That was not a good position to put yourself in. I mean, granted, you got out of it unscathed, but my goodness, like, that was almost really costly.
Yeah, could have lost in the stock right there, but the D-Light recovery is going to do it. Definitely needs to play a little bit more stage-oriented because that's where he's getting all his damage right now. Off stage, you don't want to throw away your stock. And that's Sair.
Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Gets right back down to the ground again.
Oh, he instantly goes into the side light and gets the dodge. Oh, the weapon throw into the dash and light into the ground pound. Recovery.
He's putting his hands on him.
Yeah, he's running him down right now. And Van misses the GCD light. No dodge right here. Oh, that would have been actually a very great side stick right there, but he overspaced it a little bit. Actually, really like the idea though. Forgot that Val has that ability.
Oh, is that going to be another one there? Definitely 100% now. Oh my goodness, what a great first game for Reaper so far. However, this is Taros, and Taros has plenty of tools in the back pocket to be able to just close out stock quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, and that main tool is the high strength with the heavy weapons. Let's see if he can get these hits in. But, I mean, this is such a great lead for Reaper Black that I don't know if Van can come back from this. There goes out, and full stock lead here still, even after that KO.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, unarmed. Just says, I'll still fight you like this. It does not bother me at all. But now we got those gauntlets back in hand. Yeah, so far, I feel like has been really calling out a lot of Tranquilo's movement options with these gauntlets and just getting all these crazy extensions on these combos here that you just normally shouldn't be getting.
Yeah. Oh, it goes off stage with that recovery into the dare, into the nair. D-Sig. These strings are honestly so insane. I've never seen anyone really hit moves like this consistently. And I think a part of it too is how quickly you see Vem is rushing into the stage. He's constantly getting hit after hit, and Reaper is just staying on it with every single possible move right here. That was such a great stock. Wow. Reaper taking that first
great game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that first game was crazy. But now we're going to be seeing the switch to Sentinel coming in here for game 2 for Tranquilo. And Sentinel has seen a bit of a resurgence lately, you know, especially with these guitars. Obviously, guitars have always been good, but Hammer, always around. I mean, I know there was like a little bit of a period where Hammer just wasn't really being played for too long, but I would like to say that Sentinel's definitely seeing a nice little resurgence, though.
Yeah. The Sentinel could do better for him. The way he's playing, I feel like with guitars, you can definitely get, if he wants to get in there, guitars are one of the best weapons to just be in there and get a lot of damage. But I think what I've noticed right now is he needs to stop rushing into the stage. When Reaper gets these hits and Van rushes into him, he's just getting more hits out of it. So definitely having to reset here is a very great idea from Van if he wants to mitigate the damage he's taking on these edge guards especially. But pretty slow pace right here, right now. Let's see what Van can do. Getting that D-Light recovery.
Yeah, doing a pretty solid job here. Yeah, I mean, you still get that hammer, but now just having those guitars just being a bit faster too. I think it's definitely helping them being able to like engage into these fights, like just not allowing Reaper to just run away with it.
Right. Yeah. The moment he gets in on him, he's gonna throw out those moves. And right here, hitting that Sair reverse, or trying to go for the D-Lights, but he actually throws away the hammer and goes for the N-Sig. Very surprising way to get that knockout right there. If I were playing a Sentinel, I'd want to KO with the hammer. He has different ideas.
I mean, it definitely, you know, at that percentage to that much damage on the board, it's probably just a little bit easier to kind of commit to something like that anyway. But there we go. Continuing this pretty solid game so far. I mean, the switch to Sentinel's definitely been really rewarding so far.
Yeah, these guitars are building up the damage right now as he's still on his third stock. Reaper needs to find a Sig, maybe even a D-Light Stair, D-Light Recovery to close out Ben's stock here and see if he can find that before he loses his second. Recovery, and that's going to knock out nice. Now, see what he goes with, picking up the gauntlets. Going to try to come back from this very big deficit here. Hitting the D-Light Nair. He's going to try to go off stage. No, he's not. Doesn't get the edge guard out of it.
Doing a really good job, and honestly, these gauntlets have been doing so much work for Reaper this entire set so far. Is that going to take it? No, he does get the wall touch, but not without taking a couple extra hits. That was terrifying.
And he's still going. He's going for these moves after moves after moves, and it's just constantly hitting the dare. Oh, he already came back. That was like 10 seconds. He was in the Ben was white in 2 stocks, and he went from white to red in 10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, Reaper's gauntlet play is actually disgusting, dude.
Yeah, his gauntlets are so good, honestly. He's so good at extending these hits when he gets one. It's just when Vem gets hit, he has a really aggressive playstyle coming back. So it's easier for Reaper to get these hits as well.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely swinging for the fences here with his hammer, trying to make it work. But now we got the sword coming out here. A little bit of extra range, but you're immediately going to lose that stock. And now, last stock scenario here. Tranquilo in that nice little mac and cheese color. But, like, I don't know, man. The gauntlets, of course, the gauntlets going to be the first one to come out here. This is trouble. I mean, the guitars are definitely going to do pretty decent against them. But, like, I don't know, man. You gotta be on point.
Right. You definitely have to play your A game right now, especially when you're down this much. And if he goes down in this game, it's honestly a very bad situation because then Reaper only needs one more game to win this set. And it's a lot of pressure on you, especially for the top 8 qualifier.
Okay, here we go. Some decent stuff there, but now that sword coming into play. What's the call here? Okay, just going to be able to squeeze his way right back on the stage here, and that's huge. Getting a couple decent hits, nothing crazy.
He's coming back right now. He's hitting the side like D-Light recovery. Is that going to knock out? No, it doesn't. Sentinel defense saving him right there. Going for the D-Light, completely, almost even right. Oh, the GC side to reverse, but it's not going to KO. Is he going to confirm with his hammer the recovery? That's going to do it? What? No way. He goes for a GC side to reverse on the off stage, and it connects, and he wins like that. That was honestly what he needed right there.
Yeah, 100%. That was crazy, though. That was a huge comeback. Honestly, great stuff from Tranquilo, because I thought Reaper was just running away with it the way that was playing out. But man,
if there was any way he was gonna come back in the game, I wouldn't have expected it to go like that. Hitting him off stage with that move right there, the way he used that dodge and read, and then going for the recovery on hammer, definitely. It's just always like if you're in the 1 stock red, you have to whip something out to win that game. You have to do something crazy, and that's what he did right there. Especially when he was down that much. Going in, World's End.
All right, let's see how this one plays out here. All right, we got Katars versus Sword to start off. You know, these guitars have honestly been a pretty big blessing for Tranquilo here, as we see him carry him from one side of the stage to the other. Yeah,
and the D-Light Stair has to punish. Bam. Building up this damage with his guitars, getting the D-Light into recovery into the Stair. Is he going to confirm off of this? Only has a jump. Oh, Vem actually misses, but they're still going back and forth. And the dare, is he going to reverse it? He actually does. The reverse edge guard right there. Vem messes up his off stage, and he's going to get super punished for it. That's what you do not want, especially when you're in the lead.
Yeah, and now, like, while you are quite down now, and he's got gauntlets immediately, like, this is definitely not a good time for you. So you definitely got to find your hits here. Get that hammer swinging if you can, but, man, this is definitely a tough time to get down.
Yeah, this is a very difficult situation to play if you're Vem right here. You need to close out the stock without taking any damage, or just not taking a lot. And right here, it's going for these SIGs, but it's too greedy. He needs to find the right situations, and this is why he's taking so much damage right here, constantly rushing in and getting hit for it.
Is that gonna be it? It's okay. He's gonna be able to find his way back. Tries to go for the reversal there. Not gonna be able to get it. Yeah. Now both back on stage. Weapons in hand here. And honestly, they could both be losing stocks in like the next couple seconds. So.
Yeah, I noticed every time these guys were going back and forth off stage, they never want to leave until someone has taken damage or either gotten knocked out.
I'm totally fine with that. I'll watch that all day.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
there goes another one.
The last frame of the recovery is going to connect there. Having a 2-stock lead now. Vam really needs to fire it back here. He needs to adapt to the way that Reaper's playing because right now it's completely countering him. The D-Sig catching the spike on the offstage. Now,
yeah, definitely needed that. Gets that out of the way. Now you can just kind of reset here. I mean, you are down a whole stock and you're getting unarmed. So okay, now that the weapon is in hand, now you start doing something. All right.
Good guitar string coming out here. I mean, still not the damage that you want to be getting. You want to get him into the orange without taking any damage here, but he's probably gonna get him off stage right here. Oh, the GCD light with the ground pound, and he comes back somehow, some way. He was 2-stock white to 1-stock white, and now it's 1-stock white to 1-stock white.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I definitely messed up there. I was counting Tranquilo out at the end of this game here. I thought that was too big of a mountain to climb, but we've seen some crazy comebacks today. So my bad, Tranquilo. My bad.
Yeah, and like I said before, when he has them off stage, he does not want to leave until they're either knocked out or in the red after he's finished. And here, he is, I mean, he's in a little bit of a deficit, but it's definitely a better situation than what he would have had if he didn't get that knocked out last time. Over that NSYNC doesn't connect. Having these guitars. Gotta touch the stage here. And light recovery. Doesn't have no dodge. And that's honestly almost evening it up here. And still a little bit of a deficit. D-Light doesn't get the dodge read. Reaper going for that side take. Getting punished for it.
Now we got that hammer, though. Hey, if you were talking about it earlier, trying to close out the stock, this is the weapon you want to do it with on Sentinel. But opts to go back to the guitars.
Oh, it's completely even. 1-stock red to 1-stock red. Who's going to get it? Oh, the double D-Light. What? I'm not sure. I actually didn't catch if he had no dodge there, but going for that is just crazy, especially with that much on the line. If you miss that, you're probably going to get punished for it. And yeah, he goes up 2-1 like that. Definitely, that was a crazy string from Reaper. I'm pretty sure if he hit a normal deal of recovery, it wouldn't have killed most likely. So that double was honestly game changing.
Yeah, it would have been really close for sure. But either way, man, yeah, some crazy stuff in this set so far. We got to see if Vem's got a little bit of gas left in the tank here. Going to Miami Dome, so definitely going to be looking to close out some stocks pretty quickly. But, I mean, that also just means your opponent can do the same thing. So see what Reaper's got left in the tank, too, to see if they can find to close this out and get his first top 8.
Yeah, so he actually did use the dodge last time. So Reaper caught that, and he ran away with that double D-Light. And now, bam, looking like he is angry. He needs some sort of explosive gameplay to come back in this set right now, because right now 2-1 and Reaper's been winning that on-stage game most of the time.
But we got the hammer in play now. You're getting into that red. So could we see, okay, tried to go for the stomp, not gonna be able to get that connection. He's looking for it, man. He's stomping the yard at the moment.
Gonna end line on unarmed. I'm in a little bit of a lead here, but now it's almost even up to his unarmed. D-Light into the nothing right there. Didn't feel like he was gonna hit it. Right, both these players need maybe a singular hit here to knock out, maybe 2. Side light, D-Light, end light. Going for the dodge up read, doesn't connect. Now Reaper having an edge guard situation. Is he gonna get something? No, he doesn't. NSYNC catches the landing right there. He knew he was gonna go for that weapon and catches him. Now he has a little bit of a lead. Let's see what he can do with it.
Yeah, he's got that sword in hand too. I thought he probably would have opted for the gauntlets here just because of the way that he's been rocking up that damage. But I mean, hey, it is what it is. Maybe you want the sword a little bit to try to pay a little bit more space here.
Right. I think he wants to space out better with his damage and get more safer pokes. But right there, didn't really matter. I guess Bem gets a hammer there. Goes with the guitars here. Now has the gauntlets. Nair into the GCN light true combo. Edge guarding. He hits that side light, doesn't really get anything off of it, but he's still just racking up his damage, going unpunished. Let's punish that guitar there. And this is just so much unpunished damage right here going out for Reaper that it's just looking like a projected win for him if he keeps it up right here, catching the land with the end light. Them getting back to the stage safely.
That's one of the scariest things too, is when you're sent off stage like that, and then you see your opponent jump off stage and they start like tracing you back.
Especially
like
with gauntlets.
Oh, dude, it's so scary. But there we go. We get that final stock, that second stock out of here. And now we're on a final stock scenario for Vem. Unless you can find a way to turn this around. And man, that's a lot of damage you're gonna have to put on the board. Yeah, final stock, potentially final game here. He needs a comeback here with these guitars, and that's going to be most likely what he'd want to opt for if he wants to come back in this game. So let's see what he can do. Reaper's still going with these gauntlets, though. These gauntlets are unstoppable in the set. Ooh, okay, puts him off stage. Looks at that stick, not going to be able to get it. Now that hammer now in play, going to be trying to get some damage piled on here to try and even this up just a little bit, but Reaper not allowing that to happen right now. These gauntlets just bopping him.
Yeah, these gauntlets are doing so much damage. Vem is already in the red. Doesn't get that dodge and read, but it doesn't really matter here because he still has another stock to play with. Even if he goes out here, Ensig hits, doesn't even KO. It's a hammer, maybe a D-Light Stare, maybe a Dare.
Yeah, I mean, okay, gonna
no.
just toss that away. Now we got the guitars coming back out, and I mean, this would be a little bit easier to close out the stock. I mean, you see how dark that red is at the moment, but right now you got to worry about getting back, and you're not going to be able to as Reaper goes out and clutches their first top 8. Wow.
He punched him out of the bracket right there, and he said, boom, this is my top 8 right here, and he literally is going to win 3-1, first top 8 ever, winning like that. Disrespectful. Weapon throw into the GC side take.